I'm very pleased to be joined today by Dr. Neil Trotta, who has been a faculty member in the HELOS program since the very beginning. So welcome, Dr. Trotta. It's great to have this conversation with you today. And why don't we jump right in? And since you have been with us since the very beginning, tell us what it is that you teach. How are you involved in HELOS? And what do you most like? You've stayed with us. So what do you most like about teaching our students and being involved in the doctoral program in HELOS?
Thank you very much. I teach a course, HELOS 710, Transformation and Change in Higher Ed. And I've been doing that, as you said, since the inception of the program from the first cohort on. I really enjoy it because it opens the eyes to the students of change, not only in higher education and other academic settings, but it also is industries wide. It covers all industries, business, higher education, you name it. And it opens the eyes to students of how real change is and how constant change is in every organization. And we try to get them to think about it much differently than they did before.
So what is it that you like about teaching in HELOS?
The students are very, very motivated. They come to the program, you know, eyes wide open and excited, and they're ready to go. They're very eager. Many of them are very well prepared for doctoral studies, not only for just the coursework, but then eventually moving on to their dissertation and practice.
Now, you also have served as a mentor, advisor for doctoral students completing their dissertation.
I do. I help 5 students in their dissertation journey currently.
And so can you just talk a little bit about how that is structured? So it's a small group, community of practice, and you're their dissertation chair, right?
Yes, I'm their chair from the beginning to the end. And what I like about it is that the dissertation benchmarks, if you will, are put into the coursework. So it's something where you're not doing all of your coursework and then leaving your group of students that you've known since day one and then just working with the dissertation committee. The program is designed in such a way that the coursework has the dissertation benchmarks in it, and you work hand in hand with those faculty as a dissertation chair with the students. So the faculty that are teaching the courses that have, like, say, chapters 1 through 3, the proposal in it, you work with those faculty that teach those courses along with the students. Yeah,
and as you know, having completed a doctoral program, that's so critical. The traditional way is you just are sort of left out there, right? Work on your dissertation.
Dissertation and practice model is so much better than the stage model, I can't tell you.
So if I were interviewing your students here today, what would they tell me about you and what the experience is like to be in your classroom or to be one of your mentorees?
In the classroom, I try to bring in as much real world as possible. I worked in higher education for 18 years, and I've seen so much change. And in the last couple of years, even more change, some of it forced upon us. And I like to bring in as much real world as I can. I read the higher ed literature every day from multiple sources, and I share all of that with my students. Post an announcement. Did you see what happened in higher ed today? And then I can bring that into the course as well. And I've been told many times by many students that they say that I'm very, very laid back, and I think that they like that.
Yes, I've heard that too. I've also heard you're funny, that you have a good sense of humor. So
I try.
Which helps, right? When you're in a doctoral program, it helps to have a little humor. Tell us about your professional interests. You've talked about being in higher ed for a long time. You have been working, I think, most recently with graduate education as an administrator, right?
Yeah, correct. Assistant Dean of Graduate Studies, and I enjoy working with graduate students. It's work that's very, very important to the world today. Graduate studies, not only on the master's degree level, but the doctoral degree level.
Yes, and as you know, you talked about the change that's happening. One of the things I'm seeing at so many colleges and universities is an increased emphasis on graduate education and graduate studies. So having that area of expertise, both for yourself, but then also what you bring to our students in the classroom, is really valuable. So let me pivot to our last question. This is the best question, I think. So what do you do for fun when you are not working, when you're not teaching, when it's just you and your family or whatever? What do you like to do? What are some of your fun pursuits?
I love to read, and my wife gives me a hard time when the Amazon delivery comes. She says, "It's another book in higher education, isn't it?" And I'm like, "Yes, it is." I love reading about higher education. Uh, I'm a golfer at times. I regularly play golf, and I'm a big college baseball fan.
Oh,
You can find me in front of the TV watching a college baseball game if there's any on TV in my spare time too.
no kidding. So now, did you play baseball?
No, but our son played college baseball. He spent many of weekends at double headers in freezing cold temperatures in New England and warm weather too when it spring rack, got back up to 70 degrees. But yeah, I got the interest of college baseball when our son was playing at the college level.
So is there anything else that our students might know about you, should know about you
I've
today?
had three careers. I started off in the United States military, serving in the Air Force, and went to college in the evening at night while on active duty. I got my bachelor's degree and my master's degree, and then left the military and went to work in the corporate world for 10 years. And then I have found myself in higher education, and I think I found my final career. I don't think I'll be switching careers again anytime soon.
Oh, that's great. And that's again, that's so valuable. You bring so much valued experience to our students. Because as you know, we're now living in a world where the work life is extended, and we all need to be thinking about our careers in a very different way than I think when you and I were at an earlier point. And we're looking at maybe a single kind of trajectory. That is no longer the case at all. So
No more 30 years in the gold watch.
no, no, indeed. So Dr. Trotta, thank you so much. Thank you for your dedication to our students, which I know is significant. Thank you for your time today.
Oh, thank you very much. It was a pleasure.